So we're back here on the back of this property, 50 acres. Got these horses right there, and look at that view. So this is a whole different section. Up in the front is where the whole entire, all these horses are coming over here. They must want a carrot. We don't got no apples or carrots for you today, big boy. Hey, puppy.
He thinks you do.
Hey, puppy. He's coming over here. I better leave. I don't want to disappoint him. I'm going to feel bad. He's going to be all upset and mad at me. But look at that view. Look at that view. So back here in the back, this is a whole other, let's say, 10, 15 acres in the back that you kind of have to go down through a gully, so to speak, and then you get back to this beautiful area. I mean, you clean out all these trees, and I bet you there's keep maybe about half of those trees for shade. That's a big deal in RV parks.
You just cut them in, you know what I mean? Cut the slots right in there.
Yeah, just cut the slots right in there. The challenge would be bringing the power all the way back here, but you know, one of the things Lance and I was just talking about is that there's so much scrap on this property. The scrap could literally pay for
A lot.
maybe half to 3/4 of the construction just from scrap metal.
You could level all this out for 20,000.
Yeah, all this could be leveled out, and
I love the hole.
yeah, there's this big huge hole in the middle of the property. So basically back here in the back, look how thick these woods are. This little, so there's a lot of kind of mid-sized trees, not humongous, but if we cleaned all this out, those trees would just take off. If we cleaned all this out and they wouldn't get choked off in the bottom, those would just take off. We're getting back to the hole section where I showed you before, and Big Daddy went down in the hole, almost got stuck, but I know how to feather the gas a little bit so I don't spin my tires and get myself stuck in this soft sand.
Yeah, that's a good spot. He's lucky in there.
But see, even it goes up even higher. So the view that we've seen, there probably could be a much higher section right there.
The road goes up right here.
Yeah.
I like
So
it.
back there is where I had to, once you get back there, you hit that fence again, and it narrows out, and the hole goes all the way over to the fence. And so I went down in there a little bit ago, and no four-wheel drive, so I got a little scared, so I had to come out. But yeah, this is the back section of the 50 acres.
Is that the back right there?
That's the side that goes next to where the fella is next door.
Okay.
And so right down there it goes into the hole. And the hole is, shoot, what would you say, 5 acres?
Yeah, at least.
It's a 5-acre hole, because it looks like what they did is they rented it to a fella that was mining pea gravel, which is you know, a good resource to have, especially when you're building lease roads and stuff out here whenever the Barnett Shale kicks back off. And so you can see that they had the private property sign and they had the little fence. And so I guess whoever was leasing this section, buying, whatever it was, I really don't know. What's that little round thing? Is that a dish?
Yeah, it's like a little, maybe they were hunting, you know what I mean? Maybe they were shoot guns right there into that.
Makes sense. I wanted to turn around here so I could get a better view of it to show you. Whenever you come out of that back section next to the hole, you wind up with this. I'm wondering more that hill, that back corner.
You think we can back up to that road and walk it?
Nah, I'm not gonna walk it today. Yeah, you can walk it.
He said, I want to know what it looks like from up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the view, because
That's
that
the
view
view.
right there is going to see everything.
Yep. Oh yeah, because it's gonna see the front, the hole. It's going to see the valley. So we're on some sort of a bluff. We're higher than everything else around us, which is why I think, like I was saying, that fellow was here mining the sand and the pea gravel, because however the winds and the waters and the Lord shaped this little piece of land, probably left it with a ton of pea gravel and sand for him to mine. Look at that view right there. So this could be basically almost like a separate RV park in the back. So to me it seems like there's about 4 to 5 different RV parks. There's our horsey friends again. Hey horsey. Hi puppy. Look at that view. You can just see forever. Beautiful blue sky.
Rehab have these two ponds right here. They could be a great little bridge over the two ponds. You know what I mean? They make it look really pretty through here.
And so I'm back up in here with Lance again. I came through here and filmed already, but I got Lance with me now.
There's just so much potential.
Yeah.
If the deal was correct,
Yeah.
and everything was correct, then yes.
So the crazy thing is, I thought before that this was a whole lot of scrap.
That's drill line. That's drill cable, man.
Yeah, so that's real heavy, that's real thick metal. That's what Lance is talking about. And so I knew there was a lot of scrap back here. Yeah, the 3 boats.
Redo one of them, we got a new boat.
Yeah, that's right. Learn how to fiberglass.
Yeah.
But all this, there's just a ton of stuff that people will come by, or that we haul to the scrapyard. And so scrapyards pay a lot of money here because there's a lot of extra metal, and they need a lot of metal to build drilling rigs,
Metal.
to build all the different things that are out here.
Aluminum.
So as we're looking back on this amount of scrap metal that's out here, it's getting a lot more valuable in my mind. At first I was like, dang, this is much to clean up. But not only does it pay for the cleanup, it actually could make quite a bit of money to go towards the rehab of the property, the excavation of the property, the installation of power, water, sewer. And so while the front,
$5,000 right here.
yeah, so this is, yeah, like Lance said, this is $5,000 worth of metal just in this little part. You can see that. You can see that used to be the sign, right?
Yeah.
It say RV Park, and that's nothing but a garage door. So you can tell how seriously they took it. Yeah. So the owners weren't really involved in taking care of it. It seems like they were kind of absentee owners, and there were probably a lot of people here semi taking advantage, you know, doing their drugs and all that kind of thing, like we talked about before. But so much of this could be cut up with just a cutting torch. Yeah, we're gonna take this road right here. This is the one I wanted to take. I'll let you hold this.
Yes, I like this.
So let's see if we can get down there. Yeah. Gimbal. Yeah. Let's try not to run over any stuff.
Shaky tire. But you can come in here with a skid steer and have that mulcher on the front of it, and you could just come in here and just all these little saplings and everything. You wouldn't take a week, one solid week, 18-hour days with a skid steer and the mulcher, and you know the proper maybe
Talking about a bush hog.
yeah.
This little thing right here.
Don't eat it.
Yeah.
Which I think you can actually, but I don't know. I remember when I was young, I ate a bunch of red ones. They pumped my stomach, so I don't know.
I'm not eating it, but
When they get red, you want to eat them in the red, if I remember correctly.
all right. So now we're down basically on the other side of that little pond. And so, okay, here's another boat. So what's that? 5 boats so far?
5 boats. See, it does overflow right here because all them cattails up there.
Yeah.
All in the water area.
Okay,
This
so
could
what I
be
do
a
is I
really
go.
good fishing.
So what I do, here, get this in the camera. So this is my other phone. Can you see it? So here's the entire, can you see it? So here's the entire property, and there we are, the blue dot. So what I do is I try to follow the roads that are here on the map. And this isn't like a current map, it's like a GPS map. But here's the big middle hole section, and they've just been digging. And so over here, this is where they would go and load it up, and it would separate it out and get it onto the trucks and haul it out of here. Here's the barn. It's looking like this piece, this little 2-acre piece right here, might not belong to the sale, but this is this big old 50 acres. So right up here in the front, this is the 20, I think it's closer to 30 RV spots. At least we could finish out and build the rest of the 20 or 30. And then look at all these roads. There's all these roads that go through here. And so back here, this is that big section that we were just at in the back. And then here's another big corner that we didn't even go into. This big.
You turn around right here.
But look at what all's back there.
Oh yeah, it's all
So
that wooded area.
Yeah, I turned around on this road, but look at all this section back here.
That's the hill.
So we could go get up on that hill, put a whole bunch more RV spots right back there, and you'd be able to see that amazing view from the front and amazing view from the back.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep driving.
I like it.
So down in here,
You just give, man, I tell you, my design, my landscape architecture mind right now is going crazy, dude. It really is.
so you know what I looked up last night?
Huh.
Once I started looking at how big this property was and looking at the whole thing, I went and looked up Rednecks with Paychecks because it popped up. It's only, what,
it's
30
like-
minutes from here?
Yeah, it's in St. Joe or Forestburg down there. Yeah, that's a good spot to go.
So I thought that was a great idea because they got this event. It's called Rednecks with Paychecks, and it's an off-roading event where you go and you stay in a cabin or a camper, and you spend the whole day. But look where we are. We're down. Trying to get a whole vista of where we are down inside here. I don't want to keep going too much.
Here was where we turned around on top of that hill over there earlier.
But it's probably been, what would you say, 2-3 years since they were doing any excavating back here?
More than that.
More
My
than
parents
5?
have been gone a year, and they lived here for probably 4 years. So maybe 5, 6, 10 years, something like that. 7 years.
Quite a bit of time.
Maybe not that long.
Quite a bit of time. Let's see, we got to turn around. All right, we'll go ahead and stop